When we talk about tomatoes as a cellular protector, we're really talking about something far more profound than just a fruit sitting on your plate. We're talking about the invisible war happening inside your body every single day. At the cellular level, your body is constantly negotiating with chaos, with oxidative stress, with environmental toxins, with the simple wear and tear of being alive. And if you don't consciously support that system, entropy wins. This is where lycopene enters the picture. Lycopene is the compound that gives tomatoes their deep red color, but symbolically and biologically, it represents defense. It's one of the most powerful antioxidants found in nature. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, accelerate aging, and contribute to chronic disease. If you ignore that process long enough, the consequences accumulate quietly. Heart disease, inflammation, even certain cancers. Now here's something interesting: the body absorbs lycopene more effectively when tomatoes are cooked. Think about that. Transformation increases potency. Heat, which seems destructive, actually unlocks deeper value. There's a psychological parallel there. Under the right conditions, pressure refines rather than destroys. The same way cooking tomatoes enhances their protective properties, disciplined stress in your life can strengthen you if you engage with it properly. But let's stay grounded in biology. Lycopene has been strongly associated with reduced risk of prostate cancer and improved cardiovascular health. It helps prevent LDL cholesterol from oxidizing, and oxidized LDL is a major driver of arterial damage. In simple terms, it protects the structural integrity of your system. And that matters, because longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about preserving function, preserving clarity, preserving strength. When you choose to incorporate tomatoes into your diet consistently, not occasionally, but intentionally, you're making a small but meaningful decision to fortify yourself against long-term decline. It's not dramatic. It's not glamorous. But it's strategic. And health, like character, is built strategically. So the question becomes this: if something as simple as a tomato can strengthen your cellular defenses, what excuse do you have not to act deliberately in protecting your own future? Now, when we shift our attention to the heart, we're no longer speaking metaphorically. We're speaking about the literal engine of your existence. The heart works tirelessly, rhythmically, without applause and without pause. And yet, most people give almost no conscious thought to supporting it until something goes wrong. That's a mistake. Because the deterioration of cardiovascular health is rarely dramatic at first. It's incremental, quiet, accumulative. Tomatoes, interestingly enough, address this process at multiple levels. They are rich in potassium, and potassium plays a crucial role in regulating blood pressure. It counterbalances sodium, helping your blood vessels relax rather than constrict. And that matters, because chronic constriction, chronic tension, you might say, places enormous strain on the cardiovascular system. Over time, that strain compounds. The system becomes rigid, less adaptive, less resilient. But it's not just potassium. There's vitamin C, folate, and fiber all working in coordination. Fiber helps manage cholesterol levels. Vitamin C reduces oxidative stress within blood vessels. Lycopene, as we've discussed, helps prevent LDL cholesterol from oxidizing, which is one of the primary contributors to arterial plaque formation. And what you begin to see is a pattern: tomatoes don't just address one variable. They support the system as a whole. And that's important, because health is systemic. You cannot isolate one behavior and expect complete protection. The body is an integrated structure, much like your life. Neglect one area long enough, and pressure redistributes itself elsewhere. Ignore your cardiovascular health, and eventually your energy declines. Your clarity declines. Your capacity to act declines. Here's the deeper psychological truth: a healthy heart represents adaptability, flexibility, strength under pressure. High blood pressure, in many ways, mirrors a life lived in chronic stress, constant constriction, constant vigilance. But when you nourish your body properly, when you choose foods that support balance, you are signaling something to yourself. You are practicing order over chaos. And it doesn't require complexity. It doesn't require obsession. It requires consistency. Adding tomatoes to your meals, fresh, cooked, in sauces, in salads, is a simple, repeatable behavior that compounds over time. Small corrections, applied daily, prevent catastrophic failure later. So ask yourself this: if your heart carries you through every moment of your life, isn't it worth the discipline to protect it before it demands your attention the hard way? Now consider something that most people overlook: the interface between you and the world. Your skin. Your immune system. The visible and invisible boundaries that separate what is you from everything else. These systems are not superficial. They are protective layers, biological and symbolic. And when they weaken, your resilience weakens with them. Tomatoes contribute meaningfully here as well. They are rich in vitamin C, a nutrient essential for collagen production. Collagen is the structural protein that keeps your skin firm, elastic, and capable of repair. Without adequate collagen, the body quite literally begins to sag under time. But vitamin C doesn't just influence appearance, it strengthens immune function. It enhances the activity of white blood cells, supports tissue repair, and improves your body's ability to respond to threats. Then there's lycopene again, operating in a different but equally profound way. Research suggests it provides a degree of protection against UV-induced skin damage. It's not a substitute for wise sun exposure habits, but it does reinforce the idea that what you consume becomes part of your defense system. You are, quite literally, building your external resilience from the inside out. And let's not forget hydration. Tomatoes are composed of over 90% water. That hydration supports circulation, detoxification, and cellular efficiency. When your cells are properly hydrated, they communicate better. They function better. And when your cells function better, you function better. But there's a deeper layer here. Immunity is not just biological, it's psychological. A strong immune system mirrors a strong sense of self. It reflects boundaries. The ability to say, this belongs, and this does not. When your body is nourished, your capacity to withstand stress improves. You recover faster. You adapt more effectively. Healthy aging, then, is not about resisting time and vanity. It's about preserving vitality. Preserving function. Preserving your ability to engage fully with life for as long as possible. And that doesn't happen accidentally. It happens through disciplined, repeated choices like consistently nourishing yourself with foods that fortify your structure. So here's the final reflection: if you want to face the world with strength and endure over the long arc of your life, start by strengthening the boundaries that protect you, because resilience, in every sense, is built from within.